Hello, my name's Rachael McCormack. I'm the founder of Societi Foundation, and it won't be of any surprise to you, I'm sure, to know that the inspiration behind me setting up our charity was after my own family had been affected by Kawasaki disease. At that time, which was a number of years ago now, I can remember leaving hospital in a daze. All I had to refer to was pretty badly photocopied information leaflet. Information on it I later found out to be pretty much completely out of date. And we had a pretty torrid time with a series of misdiagnoses, like so many families, before we eventually got to our Kawasaki disease diagnosis. It became apparent to me that very few doctors know Kawasaki disease, and it was a troubling time. It was incredibly worrying to be a parent advocating for my child becoming an expert in an area where it was really clear that there was very, very little understanding, very little awareness and very little expertise. Fast forward a number of years and the number of families that I was coming across having had exactly the same experience was just growing and growing, and I was increasingly frustrated, increasingly concerned about the consequences of this for children affected, and realised I needed to do something. There was no UK charity at the time for Kawasaki disease and no reliable online source of information. In fact, a lot of the information online was very frightening, very out of date and not even relevant to our UK community. So in 2015, Society began. And as a parent, although I'd learned a lot, I knew as well I needed to get information from the very best sources. So I brought together the three top professors with knowledge and expertise in Kawasaki disease, and together with Professor Turo, Professor Brogan, Professor Levine, all of whom still work with Societi Foundation today, we set about creating the first ever UK strategy for Kawasaki disease. We established a scientific advisory board. I was determined that our charity would be backed with clinically accurate and detailed information that parents and families could rely on. And we went about establishing our board of trustees. And from that point, the achievements of Society, a small organisation but supported by remarkable people like you, our achievements have been really very significant indeed. We've got a research programme off the ground looking at acute treatments for Kawasaki disease. That's up and running now across 15 countries in Europe, led by a fabulous team under Professor Despina Eleftherio and Professor Brogan's leadership from Great Ormond Street Hospital, both very close clinicians to Society. We have published research and guidance, including guidance on lifetime cardiovascular management of children affected seriously by Kawasaki disease with lifetime heart damage. And we've raised awareness. We talked about Kawasaki disease in many, many arenas, and we've sent out information, we've provided training packs, we've developed with the Royal College of GPs an online training pack which hundreds of doctors have now gone through. We've sent out thousands of bundles of materials, and we really are turning the corner on getting Kawasaki disease known. But as parents affected and families affected by Kawasaki disease, when you first heard about your child's diagnosis, almost certainly you were hearing about it for the first time. So we need to do more. There is still an incredible amount to do. My motivation to grow the voice of our charity to get Kawasaki disease known has never been stronger. The support that we have around our charity grows every week, and what you do as supporters, as having Kawasaki conversations in your own communities, as fundraisers, as donors, as people who are constantly with us looking for opportunities to get Kawasaki disease known, I feel really confident that our work, whilst it's a huge mountain to climb that we've still got to climb ahead, our work will get done. We are making inroads, we are protecting tiny hearts, and I really welcome the support and input that you make to make sure that we continue to protect children in the future who might be affected by Kawasaki disease by getting this sinister disease known. So thank you for all that you do, and please get in touch, stay in touch with our charity, work with us in the weeks, months and years to come, And thank you again to every single one of our supporters who's been with us from pretty much the beginning, and those of you who've been around our charity for many years now. That longevity of support, your continued passion, your continued enthusiasm means the absolute world, and I look forward to continuing to work with you as we get this disease known. Thank you.